Are you finding it hard to decipher what people are saying when you're watching TV? Are you having to turn it all the way up and still missing important bits of dialogue? Today I'm going to look at the things you can do to improve the sound of your TV. I'll start out with some easy and free solutions and then move on to some more advanced fixes. But before I get started, please take a moment to subscribe to the How to Do It All channel for more how-to videos. Adjust the TV sound settings. The simplest way to fix boomy sounding dialogue is to adjust the sound modes on your television. In this section, I'm going to assume you don't have a separate speaker and are just using the television's onboard sound. However, these tips will also work if you have a soundbar, especially if it's connected by an analog cable. First, grab your remote and put your TV on a dialogue-heavy program like a talk show or the news. Next, press the remote's menu or settings button. On a Samsung TV, for example, you would arrow down to choose the audio selection, while some other brands may call it sound. At the top of the menu that appears, there should be a selection of sound modes. Try cycling through these and select one which says voice, dialogue, or news. Newer TVs like this Samsung have a mode called Amplify, which is also designed to boost voices. After doing that, next make sure that your TV is not doing any other tricks to make voices sound boomy. Modes like bass boost, surround, or night mode can change the level of voices in comparison to music or sound effects and should be turned off. However, if you want to do some further tweaking, you can experiment with EQ controls if your TV has those. Try reducing the bass by half and increasing treble a little bit to increase the higher frequency parts of speech, which can make sound clearer. Once you've got the audio as good as you can, then you should be able to exit out of the TV. You don't need to save it. Get a soundbar. There's only so much fidelity a puny TV speaker can provide, and so a soundbar is then the next most obvious step. Excellent soundbars aren't very expensive, starting at around $80, and almost anything will sound better than a TV. Affordable brands to consider are Vizio, Yamaha, and Polk. Computer audio brand Creative also has some budget models, which can also double as TV speakers. In some cases, you may actually need some extra help. And there are soundbars with technology on board, which are designed to make speech more intelligible. Zvox has a series of soundbars with hearing aid tech built in. Set up your sound system. If you've bought a soundbar or already have a sound system of some kind, then it may need a little tweaking to get it sounding at its best. For example, try reducing the bass on your speaker using your EQ setting if it has one. Like TVs, many soundbars offer a speech enhancement mode, and you may need to experiment with its different settings. Zvox, for example, has up to 12 different levels of sound enhancement. If you have an AV system with tower or bookshelf speakers, you can also try moving them away from walls or corners, and then point or toe them in towards the middle. Removing speaker grills will also boost the mid-range by a couple of decibels. If you have a subwoofer, it may be drowning out your TV without you even noticing. A separate subwoofer shouldn't be distinguishable from the rest of your system. If you can hear it, then it's too loud. Using its volume control to turn it down should help with the general intelligibility of your system. There's plenty more things you can do as well, including performing a calibration if you own an AV receiver. But the few steps I've outlined here should be enough to get you started and help you understanding more of the programs that you love to watch. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and ring that bell for more how-to videos, and check out our television tips and tricks playlist. Thank you very much for watching.